Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time. Sports Unplugged, we are back in the building. I'm your host, Dustin Legend, Leon Rogers, 107.5 WGCI, BT Comic View, my launch First Amendment. I've done a little stuff in my life, but nothing to brag on. And the man right in front of me that pushes all the buttons and makes this sugar honey iced tea happen, Big Med. What up, bro?
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm
Yes,
good.
sir.
I'm good. Crazy week in sports. A lot of stuff. Still waiting for the shoes to drop. Suspensions coming down in Major League Baseball. We got football players throwing racial slurs. We got football and basketball players getting exposed by groupies, and we're going to talk about it all. And then we got basketball players finding new teams and cashing out. Not what they wanted, but they got a little something. All right, let's start right into it. My man Riley Cooper from the Philadelphia Eagles was at a Kenny Chesney concert, and somebody caught him because, you know, this is the era and decades of cell phones and instant video to web type technology. Well, somebody caught him saying that he would fight every nigga in here. Maybe he felt.
No. Say it again.
He said, and I quote, "I'll fight." They caught him in mid-sentence talking to somebody. He was real intense. He got in their face and said, "I'll fight every nigger in here."
There you go. Just want to make sure you put the right pronunciation on that.
But I'm going to talk about that, too.
I know.
This is one time when me and Stephen A. Smith were on the same page. I usually, you know, I'm hit or miss with him.
Yeah.
But he said something on First Take. Let's talk about it. I mean, right now, we just got breaking news that he's been relieved of his duties from the team. Not let go.
Not let go. He's
goes.
Well, the word that came in is that the Eagles have excused wide receiver Riley Cooper from all team activities as he seeks counseling for recent actions.
And that's from?
Bleacher Report.
Okay. So the Bleacher Report has put that in. Now, here's the thing. Personally, I could care less about him going to get counseling, about him going to do anything. Let me tell you why. Am I okay with him saying what he said? No, I'm not. But let's look at all the factors. One, he was in an environment where he felt comfortable to say that. He ain't spitting that out at a Jay-Z concert at the Barclays Center. No, he's not. He's at a Kenny Chesney concert somewhere where he felt safe enough to say that. And rumor has it, they said he got into it
with a black security guard.
Right. Okay, fine. Second, for him to say he wasn't raised like that, so on and so forth, I probably believe that.
Yep.
Maybe his parents aren't racist. But somewhere down the line, you hung out with somebody or you felt a certain type of way, well, that word was stored and locked away in a little tiny place in your heart.
Right.
And when you got to drinking the truth serum, it came out.
It comes flying out. Right.
The problem with that is you play with a lot of these so-called niggas. One of them went to jail for killing dogs. He came to your defense and said, hey, everybody makes mistakes. But really, what else could Michael Vick say?
I hate
Michael
you.
Vick can't come
I need
out
him
and
off
say,
the
I hate
team.
you killed dogs. You did 2 years in jail for killing dogs. Okay. But as the team captain, I like what Michael Vick said coming forward. Hey, we'll get through this. You know, we'll discuss this in-house. Jason Avant, on the other hand, really like what he said. Well, I'm going to keep it 100. That is our guy. We've never heard him say anything like that before. But I'll be damned if I tell you that they ain't ruffle my feathers a little bit.
Right.
We're going to have to see. And
shady.
Very shady. Hugh Douglas said the same thing. It's going to cause a little underlying discord in the locker room.
Right.
It is. It's going to be guys that look at him crazy every day for the rest of his NFL career.
Yeah, that's going to stick with him.
Now, what I'm willing to see is on, like, and they're talking about, well, he's going to get suspended. I wouldn't even suspend him. I wouldn't even suspend him because the pressure and the alienation he's going to do to himself in that locker room is going to be torment for him alone.
Right.
Ain't nobody going to be high-fiving, slapping on the shoulder. They're going to be like, hey, man, what's up, man? Welcome back. But when you get an extra hard jam in practice, or when you plan, let's say Seattle's on the schedule, and Mr. Richard Sherman lines up in front of you. He's going to have a lot to say.
Yeah, he is.
He's going to have a lot to say, dog. Yeah. An educated black man that went to Stanford from liberal California lines up against a good old boy from the South, Florida, SEC. Boy, Richard Sherman's going to be chirping all game. That, to me, is going to be punishment enough. Day in and day out on Sunday. And he's going to get a lot of tick this year because Jeremy Macklin's hurt.
Yeah.
So he's going to play.
He's going to play. And that's why the Eagles didn't get rid of him. That's why they're not going to get rid of him.
Because they need him.
They need him. You know what? Let's just break this whole thing down, Mr. Rogers. When it comes to sports, it takes a lot. I mean a lot to really mess up to get kicked off a team if you are a good player or you're needed on the team. Yeah. You need to kill somebody in cold blood and hide the gun in some place that you can't find.
Shout out to Aaron Hernandez.
You have to
physically assault a woman in a rape type way where you have to do something where it'll come back on the organization so hard that it'll cost them a lot of money.
Right. And, killing dogs.
Gone.
You're done. Now, I guess I don't know if I'm helping us out here by saying that Riley Cooper saying or calling, or saying he will fight these niggers, all of them. I don't know what that's saying about the NFL about how they treat black. Because if he said, if he
guys still ain't accepted.
No. If he said like these gay,
yeah.
If you went after the gay people, he might have been gone. He might have been gone.
Oh, he'd be gone.
He might have been gone. He might have been gone.
But if he said, "I'm gonna go out and kill me a few dogs," he'll be locked up.
He'd probably be locked up. But here's the thing.
It's about 3 or 4 on the totem pole. It's about, and nobody wants to say that. And I'm saying it right now. You being nice. That word, when it comes to other things in the NFL, it's about 2nd or 3rd on the to-do list.
Because right now, the gay movement is really up in Adam right now.
There.
Yeah, that's number 1.
And no disrespect to the lesbian and gay community, but no one can speak against. Listen, I'll sum it up like this. Tim Tebow is persecuted for his faith. My man Collins was applauded for coming out of the closet.
Right.
If that don't tell you the story,
well, I'm not saying, in the order of things you can, and people or groups of people you can't do anything to. You can't say anything about the gays. They number 1 on the list. No, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Jewish people.
Nah. No.
You can't mess with Jewish people.
Then Jewish people. I'm telling you,
gay Jewish people though.
Gay Jewish people. You might as well give it up.
Right, but I think it's Jewish people still.
Nah.
As long as Steven Spielberg's still alive and has breath in his lungs.
Flipped.
Well,
to gay people.
Those are the 2: gay and Jewish people, and then animals,
and black folk,
Maybe.
You forgot about the American Indian. I'm just saying.
Hold on.
The race card is in play.
Yeah.
And listen, like I said, and that ain't the first time. Don't make me believe that was the first. Riley, you cannot make me believe that was the first time you've ever used that word.
No.
You've said it before.
No, because when the first thing when I first watched it, I was like, this idiot right here. That was the first thing I thought of. Second thing I thought of, that came out real quick and real easy.
Yeah.
Like he said it.
Intense.
Yeah, he said it.
Every nigga
yeah, he said it. He has said it before.
Okay.
And I said, like, when he said, I'm ashamed and embarrassed, you're ashamed and embarrassed that you got caught. You know what I'm saying? And I still believe that. Is he ashamed and embarrassed? Yeah. Because why? What did we say earlier? All his teammates, most of them are black.
Brothers.
Black.
He got to go in that locker room and look each one of them in the face.
Exactly.
And you can say, I'm sorry. But now I always
Your quarterback is black.
Listen, I always have that about you now. No matter,
it ain't gonna go nowhere.
It's just like when Kobe Bryant got accused of rape. Yeah, the chick dropped the charges because they made her to look like a whore.
Right.
So she dropped the charges. But Kobe, that's one thing that's always going to be a stain on his career.
I mean, it's
he got
like,
accused of rape.
Hey, you get nominated for an Oscar, you're always going to be Oscar-nominated Leon Rogers.
Never the winner, though.
If you win it, you're going to be Oscar winner Leon Rogers, even though you got the win 30 years ago and hadn't been in a good movie since.
Right. Yeah,
hey,
I see what you're saying. It's always
Riley Cooper. You can be Super Bowl MVP. You are the nigga saying
white
MVP.
Boy. Right.
For the rest of your life.
Who was once roommates with Tim Tebow. I ain't saying Tim.
I'm just saying Tim Tebow for all purpose,
He need Tim Tebow.
No. I'm beginning to wonder how much influence this Tim Tebow character has. All this, hey.
Florida wild out.
I'm like, he didn't help nobody down there.
Getting it in.
Some of your closest people in Florida, murderer, allegedly.
Yeah. Racist? Well, allegedly.
Proven.
And the rest going in and out of jail.
Exactly. I'm like, hey, Tim.
And one
bless somebody, touch somebody.
And one stays hurt. One can't stay on the field. Shout out to Percy Harvey.
What are you doing, Tim?
I just at the end of the day.
Hold on. Let me ask you this, Leon. You are a player on this team. But I heard from Shady McCoy, and he said we're always gonna be teammates. Whatever, I forgive him, yada yada yada. But him and Riley, from what McCoy said, they were really really off the field. They were boys. Hung out.
That's gonna change.
And he said, I can't respect him. I can't outside. Like our friendship is done. I can't even deal with you like that. So my question,
how were you thinking about me while we was hanging out?
Exactly. Now guess what? Now this is what happens now. Every word Riley says, it's
gonna be scrutinized.
I'm listening to him like
your mouth moving.
Yeah, exactly. What you saying? You know what I'm saying? Or now we take whatever he says. Now an off-color joke. You can't laugh at that.
Right.
You can't laugh at that.
You good. You ain't one of the boys no more.
You gotta sit down.
But here's the thing, though, and Stephen A. Smith said this on First Take, and I totally agree with him. And it's going to sound cruel coming from me, but sometimes, how can we get mad about what Riley Cooper say when we call each other nigga every day? I've been guilty of it, but here's the thing. Now, let me finish.
Go ahead.
It'd be different if we just did it amongst ourselves and they never heard it.
There you go. Go ahead.
But they do it, and there's company in the room.
Right.
I literally took a page out of Richard Pryor's book in doing comedy. He said one day when he went to Africa, and he said he got off the plane and was over there with the people, and the people were loving him, hugging him, and he looked around. He said, "Man, all these niggas over here happy." He said, one of the brothers said, "Hey, man, ain't no niggas over here. We all brothers." And then Richard Pryor said, from that day on, I will never use nigga in my show again. And he didn't. I didn't. A testament to him. I've tried over the years, as a comic, we do some rooms that are blue. We do some rooms that are mainstream. And I go back and I look and I check myself. How many times have I switched my lingo up because I'm in the mainstream room and I didn't use the word nigga in front of them? And one of my boys was like, "Well, I said, no. I say, my American African brothers and sisters deserve the same respect.
Right.
I shouldn't use it in front of them neither. Right. We're in the barbershop, you hear somebody saying this or that. I think, but people just be like, well, it's the barbershop, we out here, or it's the beauty salon. But what about when that white salesman is in there trying to sell some clippers to somebody and y'all still talking the same way? Right. Or what about, I lived in a neighborhood at one point in time where I went to a school that had white boys and went to school with us. We was on the football team together. We were on the basketball team together. And we get to talking like that. What if one of them one day say, "Man, what's up, my nigga?" Now what? And I had that happen. Right. In the military. White dude came up, man, I grew up around black people all my life. Man, what's up, my nigga? How you feeling? Really? Or you watch World Star Video, you see two white boys fighting. You're like, "Man, what's up, nigga? What you want to do?" I'm like, that's how comfortable they've become with saying the word, when we look at it as, all that term of endearment stuff, like, get that out of here. We taking a word and empowering it and making it something positive. That's BS. That word has caused so much pain. When I look at people like my grandfather and my father, and I look in their eye and I see how much pain that word causes them. Then when you hear it comes from a white person's mouth, it just brings back all the memories for people who read and study the history.
Right.
People that don't care, don't study the history, don't understand slavery and white supremacy and all that, they don't get it.
Right.
They think it's just, I had something cool to say. But it's a catch-22.
I mean, you're right.
You can't sit up here and get mad at Riley Cooper when we sit up there and talk like that in front of company, like I like.
And that's what I was gonna take. I took that. I think I took that more so from the Stephen A. comment when he was talking about being a reporter in the locker room. And he's right. You know, we've been in the locker rooms before. We've heard. You hear the music playing. The music playing. They're playing the rap music. And like I said, you have white players around. You have all sorts of people around. And don't matter. They just playing it.
Well, check this out. Anybody that's out there listening. How many times have you been to a concert? I can remember this as clear as day. 2007, Jay-Z's doing a concert. He goes into his hits. Now, we're sitting in the box. It's me, Tony Schofield, Nina Chantel, Jeannie, my wife. We're all sitting there. It's like a little GCI outing. We're watching the concert. Jay's going in. We're surrounded by white people, Hispanic. We're surrounded by them. Everybody singing Jay's song word for word. They get to the one song, they're like, dan, 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 dan. Jigger, jigger, and we instantly turned around. Every black person in the concert turned around and looked at the white person to the left and the right of them to see what they was going to say. And the white people was like, better get it right. Better get it right. They sang everything out loud till they got to that part. And I said, but that's because they were surrounded by somebody who would be offended. Just like even with other races, they feel comfortable. Like Hispanic guys. Like they don't get a pass, as far as I'm concerned. You can't say that to me. Puerto Rican dudes, well, I'm part black, so I get to. No. And I really focused in on that. I heard a comic one day, not of the American African. He said it, and I was like, kind of burned me up. You know, I heard another comic who's a white comic. He said my nickels. He said, oh, I know what you guys thought I said. He said my nickels, and I'm like, that's tough. But what could I say to him when that same comic hangs around us and hear us go
all the time?
You know,
or even some of us. The funny thing, some of us calling the white people.
I mean, really, the definition of the word is an ignorant person. But that term was applied to us. And my thing is this: you don't hear Hispanic people calling each other like just on the regular wetbacks or spits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if they do, they ain't doing it in front of us. You don't hear white people calling themselves crackers and none of that in front of us. You don't hear Jewish people giving slurs or Chinese people doing that in front of us.
Only we do it.
Yeah.
Only we do it.
And then get mad when somebody else do it, but you're giving them a comfort level.
Right.
You're giving them a comfort.
I mean, I think, you know, we're kind of going in this direction now. I mean, I think if you think about it and you talk about the other races and the words that associate with them that they do not like, you know what I'm saying?
At all. And
the fact is they don't like it so much, they don't want to hear it themselves from their own people. Somehow, I'm like, I don't know when it happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when we decided let's turn the nigger into nigga and make it positive.
Turn a negative into a positive.
I don't know when that became.
Turn a negative into a
basically. So I don't know when that happened, or maybe because they just so used to hearing it. You know what I'm saying? They started calling each other that. I don't know what it is. But if it's such a bad word,
stamp it out. Stop talking about it.
If it bothers you so much, I mean, I understand. Please believe me, I understand there's a reason why we always say why we shouldn't say. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I say it. You say it. We all say it. But the thing is, you know, I understand also, especially recently when you hear a lot of things going on. You know, the country's been going through a lot when it comes to race relations and everything like that for the last few years, and especially when you see some of these movies coming out lately and everything like that. Fruitvale, The Butler. You know, you have these movies coming out.
Martin movie coming soon. Somebody's
gonna do it. But you know, you getting all these things, you know, put together. You know, it makes you want to think a little bit about it. And the thing is, we should all do better when it comes to that word and saying it, because
Well,
it's a negative thing.
Well, how about this? Why did we pick that word to be the cool word? Let another black dude call you a coon or a porch monkey. You ready to kill it. And this is what I don't get. Like,
my coon?
Yeah, you got, what up, my coon?
Right.
You'll take that, flip it to a positive. What up, my porch monkey? You know?
Right.
Tie baby. That's a lot of them you can say, but those are offensive.
Right.
But I was like, man, but Rock, that's my nigga. See, I'm saying it with the GA.
Right.
And every time I hear people say that, I say, man, that is the dumbest sugar honey iced tea I've ever heard in my life. But who am I to judge, because I am guilty of saying this word. I have.
And like to wrap this all up, you know, Riley Cooper, back to Riley Cooper. You know, Riley Cooper is going to be going through some things, but here's the thing about sports. If you play well
and win,
all
is forgiven.
It's not just forgiven. It will never, I don't think it'll ever be forgotten, you know, because that video will be stuck to him for the rest of his life.
Oh, yeah, it's viral.
But, you know, people will ease up on you,
well,
especially in the hometown.
Question, will they? Philly. These people boo Santa Claus, Jack. This to me, this is going to say a lot to me about Philly. If Riley Cooper takes the field, I'm going to say this right now.
I believe
if they don't boo him,
they're going to boo the hell out of him.
Well, I'm saying, if they don't, that will tell me a lot about the fans in Philly.
No,
because I know some of the American African fans are going to boo. But if the Caucasian fans don't boo, or if it's just a smattering of boos, but applause, like applauding them on, like saying, oh, we in your corner, that's BS, man. It goes back to the thing of fans control the tempo. If you upset, it's just like with Braun in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Don't boo the organization. They didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
Braun did. If you're a real fan, boo him, because he's cheating you.
Right.
Not the Brewers. And like with Philly, Jeffrey Lurie and that organization is not cheating you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They can't control people. And I think this also opens up a ball of wax as far as with the NFL. How far does Goodell go?
Right.
Is that protecting the shield, or now are you butting into people's personal lives? Because he didn't do anything that you can get locked up for. It's not a DUI. He didn't assault anybody. He gave a racial slur.
Right.
So if you do suspend them, what precedence does that set? I can't say nothing now. I can't say anything, because I guarantee you on that field you hear a whole bunch of stuff.
Right. You just get caught.
But I'm saying in the process of selling the product, I guarantee you if they mic certain people up, you'll hear a whole lot.
Oh yeah, I know. It depends.
F this, you must this and this.
Oh yeah, and see, here's the thing. You know, you have to understand. If this had been on the field and Riley Cooper said that to a black player,
blew up the next play, we'll take a 15-yard penalty.
Blew up the next play. But if let's say he was mic'd up, and let's say, because when they're mic'd up, it's the NFL that kind of holds control of that, right. And the NFL leaks that, or let's just say it gets leaked by somebody, that
say, hey man, I want to cause a little trouble.
Yeah, and he does that. Riley Cooper might be out.
He's gone.
Like this was outside in a different event. He wasn't, I'm not gonna say he didn't know what was going on. He probably wasn't paying attention to the person with the camera phone in his face. Nope. So it's a little different.
But if you're on the field, but still at the same time though, then if you fire him then for that because somebody leaked it out, but that means it goes on the field all the time.
All the time.
So who else should get fired?
Right.
I guarantee you got tapes of people saying all types.
Oh,
of
I know you do.
Stuff.
I know you do. Talking about people's mothers and
anything,
different things they want to do.
Of course. Speaking of that,
where you going?
Let's get in our next topic.
You sticking with football?
Yeah, football. We're going to dash a little bit of basketball in here, too. One thing that all sports have in common are groupies.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. Whether you're a good player or whether you're the last guy on the roster, everybody gets their shot at a groupie.
Yeah.
Now, the top-tier groupies, they go after the big-time ballers. They
right.
understand and know who has the big contracts. They're professionals.
They know where they're going to go. Social media has made being a groupie
a tremendous. World Star Hip Hop, World Star Honey of the Week. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you every time a video goes up, a cue from World Star phone is ringing. Who is her? Who is that? I got to have her. Next thing you know, some tatted-up chick named Secret Moni is at the ESPYs.
Right.
sitting right next to your favorite basketball, football.
Right.
And their item now. Shout out to James Harden, who tricks off a lot.
Right.
At least he's open about it. 30,000 here. Gina Hayes, 20,000 here.
Right.
Chick. I get it. Signed a big contract.
Do you think?
Here's the problem. Shout out to my man Crazy Hal McGee, who used to always say this. You got to watch your setups. You got to watch your setups.
Yep.
Recently, Black Sports Online, my man Robert Littell site reported that a young lady on Twitter who goes by the name NFL_NBA_Ho
Yep.
started putting out tweets and twit pics of messages back and forth between her and a football player who supposedly played for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Now, in some of the tweets, I mean, I don't even know if I want to read this stuff.
I heard, you read them off the air. Give us just some.
Okay.
Don't, because you made me uncomfortable when you're reading that.
I'll give you some. Let me pull these back up because these were very, very interesting. Okay,
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
very, very interesting. Let me get back to it. Let me find it here. I'll go here and get it because I could not believe this nonsense when I read it. But once again, I don't feel sorry for any other players involved because you put yourself out there to get this done to you by a chick you're smashing and not talking to anymore. You know what I mean? You're
Right.
like you're leaving her in the dust. So she takes a twig pic. Here it is. I finally got it up. Black Sports Online. She starts out with ha ha ha, a bunch of ha ha ha. She says he's in the NFL and he plays for the Cowboys. Part 2. Listen to this series of text message. The ones I read first are the groupie, and coming behind is the player that she's talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Groupie, grab my blank while I'm blanking that blank.
No, here we go.
Well,
okay.
I don't want to put the words in. I'll let you decide. So the football player answers back, oh, yes, I'm hard now. The groupie answers back, and this is where it gets in. Suck on my strap on. Wow. I don't have to read anymore right there.
Yeah.
But I am. The football player says, suck my blank off. Would you pee on me? The girl answers back, where would you want me to pee? He answers back, on me. She said, on your face or where else? He said, my chest. Messages continue. She goes on to say, oh, I can do that. That sounds hot. She said, I would love that sugar honey iced tea. I want to get on top, pull out my strap, and do you real slow while your hard thing is hitting my stomach. The guy replies, get deep. I don't need to tell you where. And she goes, hold on. Real deep? You want me to haul you off? Of course, you know the first part of that. He goes, yes, please. She goes, you want me to blank you hard, baby? He said, yes. Make me scream. Now, that was supposed to be Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant, on the other hand, comes back and says, that wasn't me. It was actually Desmond Briscoe from the Redskins.
Okay, here we go.
Do you believe that, or?
Look here, man. I don't understand how stupid an athlete can be, okay? Look, I'm going to be honest with you, bruh. If I'm an athlete like this, I'm not sending these kind of texts to my wife. I'm not sending texts to nobody that can be misconstrued about anything. No. Every time you put out a tweet, a text, a photo, anything that's out of the ordinary, you have put it out there.
And it can't.
And then you put it out to a woman that you're dealing with on the side, she has you by the nuts at that point.
Yeah, pretty much.
You have given away control to
Your
anybody that you do this with.
Yep.
You sext anybody, you are done. Because this person now has you by the balls, especially if you have an image you're trying to protect.
Oh, yeah.
Ray Allen,
Oh, yeah.
what were you thinking?
I don't know how to use Twitter.
Exactly.
Should have took class.
You know,
Marcus Jordan
I don't get it. Why are y'all doing this?
tweeted a picture of his thing and went out over Twitter. He had to delete his whole account. Sorry, Marcus. Got to be careful.
Hey, man. But and then these girls are baiting you. They can send dirty stuff to you all day. That ain't your problem. You can say, I receive. I don't send nothing.
Right.
You know, that's all. You can always say, man, you have a lot of girls sending you pictures. That girls send me pictures all the time, and I ain't doing nothing with them.
Yep.
Do you see me responding to them?
Nope.
I wouldn't respond to nobody. If I did send you a text, guess where it'd be from? My friend's phone.
Yep.
You know, it ain't gonna come from my
But
my
you don't
account.
care because I'm putting bread in his
Exactly.
pocket to do that.
Yeah.
That's his job. You're the text.
I don't get it, but I don't get it. Why they do? Why would you do? I mean, I
Or no,
understand.
this is the one that kills me. They send the junk shots, but with their face in it. Like if you're gonna send the junk shot,
Just
send
send the
your
junk.
Don't send your
Who said who's
in the mirror. Greg Oden got tore off for that. He just standing in the mirror like.
And then but here's another thing. If you ain't impressive down there,
then you really gonna
they
get
don't
murdered.
send. What are you doing? Why?
She even went as far as she said some guys. She tells them that she's pregnant. They're so paranoid and scared and want to.
They'll just send her the money.
They just send her money.
They just send the money. It's like,
1,000
yo,
years. She says she buys weed.
this is a game that's
and
very easy to play.
Red bottom.
These women have y'all by the balls because you guys think with your dick so much.
Yeah.
Your dick is leading the whole conversation.
Yeah.
Use your brain, man.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wouldn't even have a dirty conversation with my wife over text. She said if she started talking dirty to me on the phone, what the hell's wrong with you?
Some of the people she claims she's tore off: Chad Ochocinco, Devin Thomas, who doesn't play anymore. He was with the Redskins. Kyrie Irving says she let him smash 3 times.
Yeah.
Lacey from Green Bay just got in the league.
But
Can't
here's
even
the
play
thing.
the game yet,
But here's the thing. Here's the crazy thing about it. It doesn't matter because she could be lying about everything.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
We're
It's
talking
the perception.
We're talking about it.
Right.
You know
It's
what I'm
the
saying?
perception.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Like, that's the thing about it, guys. This is what I'm trying to understand. This is what I'm trying to really lay it on here. You can't do nothing. Don't send a text, a dirty text, nothing that you can get you incriminated. Because every little time somebody comes up and says you had sex with them, show me the proof. Because I thought you got to show the proof. Then you got something from me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now, but now if she's showing proof of somebody else, now she can start talking about other people, and they'll start believing it. You got to be careful.
Well,
social media has changed the game. You can't be
Lacey
stupid.
did hit her back. It was like, man, I don't know who that is. My area code is 504, and she typed back like, really? Do I really need to post the effing pics, Ed?
Hey man,
And
look.
then she posted a pic of the conversation between her. He said, yeah, my other phone is a 504. You got it? She says, no, I don't. And don't be trying to make me look stupid before I make you regret it. And he's like, what the F did I do to you? He was like, babe. And she said, just keep lying on me. He said, I didn't, though. Just stop mentioning, please. And like, these tough.
Hold on. He a rookie, so he
I ain't even took a snap yet. But here's the thing I say though too, it could go both ways. You could get somebody unstable that's under the Carruthers Act that really feels like his career might be in jeopardy, and put a hit out on your ass.
Be careful.
Like it could happen.
Hey, these women got to be. I mean, but here's
And
the
that's
thing.
what they think. Like these ladies think like they can't. Oh, I'm safe. He's not going to do anything to jeopardize his career. Bro, he could say, I was training in Florida at 2 o'clock catching passes at Chris Carter's speed camp.
Right.
And I got the phone call talking about this girl had been.
I didn't know about it until the newspaper started calling me. I didn't know nothing
he
about it.
hired the right person, who gets away with it and doesn't get caught. You know, 'cause that's what happens. That's the only reason why Carruthers got caught, because the guys got caught and they told.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's a dangerous game. And, like, the guys just get focused, man. You got a little chick you've been kicking it with in college. I ain't saying you got to cuff her, but she's probably more prone to be on your side than just some new chick you met out at the strip club.
Right.
Strip is about that money. The girl that's in the club is about that money. She got eyes on you. She see the chain. Let's kick it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know one person who's happy about all this. Matt Tell, because the worst he did, he got catfish. You know, any other time.
That's fine. Get catfish
Get
all
catfish.
day.
Okay, fool me. I ain't had no woman, and I was scared to admit that I got played, so I carried along with it and tried to win the Heisman off of it. It's great, but I ain't give up no money, though.
Exactly.
I ain't paid for no fake abortion.
Exactly.
I ain't got nobody lying saying
Don't
I
be
like
stupid. Hey, all I'm saying, stop texting. Don't be stupid. Keep your face off of Instagram when you're doing something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Just
or get like this. Like if I'm on that, I get drafted. You know what I'm saying? Quarterback of the bed. You my guy. Man, I got my phone that you always call me on.
Right.
But here's this phone. I give this number to everybody.
right.
And when I get a text, when I see it, I'll be like, text back. But that phone is in your name.
Right.
So when she come out and try to expose me, I'm like, that ain't my phone.
Right.
I said, you show me. Go pull the phone records and show me that that's my phone.
Right.
Here's my number right here.
Right.
I call my mama, my wife, everybody that, my owner.
Yep.
That's his phone. I don't know who he calling.
Right.
Who are you?
Right. I don't even know you.
I don't even know you. What's my number?
Right.
Okay. That's not my number.
Exactly.
Hey, man, what's your number? Then you cite the number to that. That's my number. You don't remember? Why you trying to lie on my boy?
Right.
Cha-ching! State employee. You make $100,000 a year.
Exactly.
Covering my ass. That's why Tiger screwed up. And we're not
saying it's
advocating
okay. Cheating.
Saying it's okay.
But I'm saying,
but if you gonna get out here and play chess, play chess.
Because these girls ain't. Hey, these girls.
Playing chess.
Hey, they're not. Hey, look here. These girls ain't looking for love no more.
They playing chess. They looking to cash out.
Before it was like, let me get married
and
so I can latch on and make some money.
Like, let me get this check.
Let me get this check off
I'll
you.
have a baby. I'll get pregnant. Don't even want to be with you just to get this.
Just to get this check. They'll do what they need to do just to get the money.
Or depending on who you are, say like you somebody like a Peyton Manning who has a crystal clear image. She won't even get pregnant. She'll just be like, I'll tell everybody we mess around. I need 1.5 in a car.
And guess what? It never ends. Because it never ends when you pay them off. Because they'll come back when they blow through the money.
Yeah. Well, that's when your brake pads might get cut.
Right.
Your brake wires might get cut.
Oh, God.
There are ways to happen. Just be careful out there, fellas. I hate reading stories like that. And then they all brothers. They all us, man. You know, I hope it ain't Dez Bryant. I really don't. But, like with the whole scrap up, listen, I don't put it past none of these cats, man. These cats is out here on some new wave stuff.
Here we go. Let's go on to the NBA, man.
Yeah, NBA.
Trade happened.
Yes.
With the Bucks and the Detroit Pistons.
Yes.
At first, two teams that looked like they weren't really going anywhere.
True.
They switched players, and so I don't know if that really helps anybody when you have two bad teams swapping players.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you kind of wonder, well, who's helping who? What's going on? Right. But you have Brandon Jennings heading to the Detroit Pistons because now you have a starting lineup that looks something like this: Brandon Jennings, Stuckey. I'm gonna say that 3 spots open. I'm gonna put.
They're gonna put. You know that. Don't do that. You know who they're gonna put at the 3.
Josh,
stop playing.
Okay.
They done already told.
All right. So you have a starting lineup of Brandon Jennings, Rodney Stuckey, Josh Smith at the 3.
Yes.
Greg Monroe at the 4, and Andre Drummond at the 5.
There it is.
You know, I don't think that's a smart idea.
Now, let me tell you something right now.
Yeah.
Looking at this Detroit roster.
Right.
They're not super garbage.
No.
I think I think one thing that team was missing, if you looked at their whole roster, there was no leadership.
Right.
There were no.
Chauncey will be able to help with that.
Right there. Chauncey should be able to help. Corey Maggette should be able to help. 14 years in the league. And who knows? He might play the 3.
Right.
You know, but I think they're going to start Josh Smith at the 3. And don't forget, you still have Charlie Villanueva on this roster. They grabbed Peyton Seaver, from which I don't understand that, because you got Will Bynum, you got Chauncey Billups.
Remember, they got him when they were trying to find another point guard.
Okay, Kyle Singler, he could play the 2, but he'll be coming off the bench. I don't see him starting. You still got Tony Mitchell. You got Tony Mitchell.
Well, I mean, if you look at the team, this team's first of all,
they got a lot of young players.
This team should be entertaining.
Yes,
they should be a lot better than they have been the last few years.
Yes,
I think they should make the playoffs. And they'll be fighting for that 8 spot.
And then you forgot Contavious Caldwell-Pope. He might start at the 2.
Look, this is true. Now here's the thing. This is how I feel about this team. First of all,
and Maurice Cheeks, coach.
You have a point guard that is a shoot first point guard.
Yes.
Who can be a pass first point guard. I'm not putting that past him. He's a shoot first point guard that can't shoot that well. You have a small forward that's shoot first small forward.
Bad shots.
That can't shoot at all.
But brings a lot defensively and rebound.
When he's playing the 4 position,
I think he can
in the post,
I
helping out and things like that. Then you have Andre Drummond, who's still raw, but you've seen flashes that he can do.
Right.
Greg Monroe is solid. I'm hoping he hadn't hit a ceiling yet because
third year in.
Yeah, he's a good player. They just need to start winning. They need to get started. Because when you have a young team like that that's losing all the damn time, you start getting it to become a habit, and you don't really learn from anything.
But one thing I like what Detroit has done. They've gotten a lot younger on the roster. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 rookies on the roster.
Okay.
Andre Drummond, 1 year of experience.
Yep.
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got 11 guys on the roster with 6 years of under experience.
Right.
In the league. So the team got young. Add in the veterans, Billups and McGetty. I'm not saying they're gonna, they're gonna be
They'll be a competitive team.
And maybe the culture has changed with Maurice Cheeks. You bring back Roscoe to give him that fire.
Right.
He's got
and Josh Smith has not been I think Josh Smith's been in the playoffs every year of his career.
Exactly.
So I mean, he's used to being at least mediocre.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, look, the Detroit Pistons.
I can see them battling for the AC.
Look, I think
along with Washington.
If you want to see Detroit Pistons really try to come back, I think they need to move either Greg Monroe or Andre Drummond to get another wing player, a solid wing player. But the thing is, who do you get?
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
And please believe it, no one's running to go to Detroit.
No.
People are running to get out of Detroit. I know.
I
mean, that's how they won their first championship. They got a whole bunch of players that nobody else wanted, and they worked well together.
And maybe they're going with this.
That might be the same way to do it again.
But when do we stop giving Dumars a pass as a GM?
Oh, you don't.
Because he's been kind of terrible. We talk about Michael Jordan being terrible. Since that 2005 whatever team, Joe's been the worst.
Yeah.
He's been the worst.
Drafting Darko, even though I think that's more so Larry Brown
than
anything
Larry
else.
Brown's fault. Larry Brown destroyed Darko Milicic as a player.
He blew up that team.
Cracked him.
Blew up Joe Dumars blew up that team, tried to go young, and then they went and signed Ben Gordon and Charlie Villanueva for big contracts, and then they haven't been drafting that well.
He's hit his ceiling. I don't think he's going to get any better.
No, he is what he is. He's been in the league for, what, 6 years?
Yep.
He is what he is.
Had his breakout season.
And that was it. That's why they got rid of Chauncey, because they thought they had Stuckey.
See, I think 2 things that Detroit has going against them. 1, I'm going to say the fan base is terrible. But the products has been terrible for the last couple of years.
Fan base ain't got no money.
Right. 2, they just so happen to be in the Central. with 2 teams that are goons in Indiana and Chicago, and teams like Atlanta and Milwaukee who kind of were bad, just not as bad as Detroit.
Right.
And even now, when I look, like Atlanta, the Atlanta Hawks roster is not that bad.
Right.
And they're going to compete.
I mean, we talked about this last week. Last week we were talking about the teams that probably make a push and make a run for that. I mean, it's wide open after, what, 5 or 6? 6, 7, 8. It's wide open.
Right.
It could be. You can see Cleveland get in there. You can see, which I mean, I
definitely think Cleveland.
I expect Cleveland to get in there. I expect Atlanta. Atlanta probably might sneak in there. You know what I'm saying? Even though they lost Josh Smith, they still have Al Horford. You have Al Horford on your team, you probably still a playoff team.
Listen, the Atlanta Hawks roster is pretty deep. Pero Antic, Gustavo Ayon, have no idea who those guys are.
Is that the new dude?
Yeah, Elton Brand, Jared Cunningham, Al Horford, John Jenkins, Yvonne Johnson, Dante Jones, Hot Sauce, Kyle Korver, Shelvin Mack, point guard from Butler, Paul Millsap, great pickup for them.
Yep.
Mike Muscales, Lucas Nogueira, and Johan Petro.
And that point, who's the point guard from Germany they got? That's pretty good.
We got Lou Williams is over there at the 2.
Yeah, so I mean, like
Anthony Tolliver, Jeff Teague.
Well, I mean, there's Stevenson. Something. Look, when it comes to those teams that are right there on the guys, yeah,
19 years old.
The dude from Germany.
And he's probably gonna take Teague's spot.
The thing is, well, they just re-signed Teague, so I don't know. I don't really know what they're trying to do there. But here's the thing: that 6 to 8 spot, all those teams are similar. Yeah. They have a whole bunch of just. Guy. They have a whole bunch of players, no real stars in the team. They have a whole bunch of players in the team that can play, and they'll get away with, they'll win a few games here and there, enough to get, right around 500 and make it and slide into the playoffs.
The Cleveland Cavaliers roster: Anthony Bennett, the pick that I like. Andrew Bynum, if his knees hold up any kind of way, they might even be better than a 6-seeded team.
They should be all right.
Earl Clark.
Hold on, here's the thing: it's not just him. Kyrie Irving got to play a whole season.
You got a veteran guy in Jared Jack who can spell Kyrie Irving. C.J. Miles.
They have a decent squad,
Tristan Thompson.
We know that.
Waiters.
And they got Mike Brown coming back to be their coach.
And they got the difference maker, Luke Walton.
You all right? You all right?
I just like to see your face when I say random wow. You be like, that boy on drugs. And Tyler Zeller. They got to, I like, the NBA is going to be fun to watch this year.
I think so.
You got Derrick Rose coming back. Derrick Rose coming back. Can Miami 3-peat?
Right.
Lakers. Is Kobe going to be there game 1?
No, he's not going to be there.
Well, I'm just saying, if he is, dog, that's Superman, and I don't care what nobody says.
Let's wrap this show up.
And Houston.
No, I mean, it's going to be a fun year. You're right.
Fun year.
Let's wrap the show up and go ahead and get these last 2 topics out of here. These should be real quick. Pro Bowl.
I cannot wait for this Pro Bowl draft because that is going to be the funniest. I'm going to watch the draft and not watch the game.
I mean, the game's still going to be BS. And like people are saying, this is just, the next level of getting rid of the game. The game's not, I mean, it's going to be, from now on, the Pro Bowl is going to be a vacation to Hawaii and your name on the list. There's going to be no game. Personally, I'm trying to figure out why we don't have skill challenges for football. I think football is almost set up for skills challenges. We see a whole bunch of skill challenges in the off season. Not away from football. Tire flipping, doing little obstacle courses and everything like that.
I got a great skills challenge test. I would call it the special teams challenge. You have NFC. You have an NFC team.
I don't know why. I have a bad feeling about this. Go ahead.
4 guys from each side. 4 returners from each side. 2 line up at the back of one end zone. 2 line up at the back of one end zone. Full pads. Full pass. The ball launches up in the air.
What are they going to do, Leon?
You launch the ball up in the air.
What you going to do, Leon?
When you catch it, go. You sprint 100 yards. You're going straight 100 yards. Then you hand the ball off to the next guy. It's a relay race between the returners. The relay race, and then the last one, you run it. It's a relay race.
Okay.
But it starts off.
I mean, you said full pass. We said full pass.
Full pass. I got to run it in full pass.
No, but I mean, I think for football, there's plenty of good skill challenges you can do without getting hurt. I mean, you can get hurt doing anything, a pull here or your knee or whatever. You can get hurt doing anything. I want to see the fastest 40. I want to see who is the fastest dude in the NFL. Line them up. Let's go.
In the grass, full pads, though. Everything done in pads. I don't want to listen.
It doesn't matter if you're in pads.
Yeah, it does, dog. Some people, listen, they always said this. They said Rocket Ismail out of pads used to get beat. Like when he ran in them 60 yards, he used to get dog walked. But put him in pads, and they said it was something about he could run in pads quicker and faster than other guys.
Okay.
Like, do you really think Devin Hester's fast? Devin Hester's quick. But you think he could outrun Chris Johnson in pads?
No.
Do you think AP can outrun Chris Johnson?
No,
in pass?
I think Chris Johnson's the fastest man in the league.
I don't. I think Deshaun Jackson could get him in pass.
Deshaun Jackson has outran people running backwards. I've seen that.
I think Deshaun Jackson could get him in pass.
But
if you take Deshaun Jackson and Chris Johnson and put him in some track stuff all cute, I think Chris Johnson will blow him out the water.
But what I'm saying is, I want to see it. Everybody wants to see that. Please, you know people want to see that. I want to see that.
I want to see Oklahoma drill.
I want to see. We can't do that.
Lay on your back.
Leon,
go! Black out!
We can't do that. We can't.
Woo!
We can't. Concussions and helmets.
Bartavius Mingo!
We can't do that.
I just want to be able to say his name.
Quarterback drills. That used to come on TV.
Yeah.
The last time I saw that, Cade McDowell was our quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bring that back.
But but you got to be fair. You can't sit up and just have throwing, because you got guys like Kaepernick that are not going to outthrow Tom Brady. But if we have a sprint contest, Tom Brady going to be dead damn right.
No, I know, but this is a quarterback competition. Is all about throwing the dang ball, man. I don't give a darn about no running.
The game has changed.
Because in the challenge you had to run through. You had to run through the cones and hop and throw.
The same though.
That's when Dante Culpepper hopped up, ran faster than everybody threw that ball. That ball.
Oh, that's when Brett Favre balls went out of bounds, but he was throwing them 70 yards.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. They're saying how far can you throw the ball, things like that. So I mean, I don't give a damn about the game. The draft will be fun. I think the NBA should do a draft. I think that'd be awesome. I think you have a lot of hurt egos. I think you have a lot of hurt egos. I think that's why it's not going to happen. LeBron be captain of one and Kobe on the other. That would be bananas. It wouldn't be East or West. It'd just be there'd be two captains.
No. You gotta keep the sanctity of the East and West, dog. You gotta do that. You gotta keep the sanctity of the East and West. No. It's gonna get confusing. Listen, you gotta keep the game simple.
You pick the West All-Stars, the East All-Stars, and then you push them all together.
No. Now you got because the casual fan is gonna get lost, man. We gotta think.
Who cares?
See, you diehard Negroes. I didn't say it. Because that would have been a time where that might have rolled off my mouth.
Right.
Riley Cooper, shout out Riley Cooper. You guys got to understand, you have, when the NBA All-Star Game's on, you have people like my mom, who's 63, that probably only thing she knows about basketball is that good little boy from Chicago who gave his mama the trophy. And the bad man that everybody don't like that play for the Heat.
Right.
And the boy that got his wife out on my... No names or nothing.
Right.
Okay? You sit her down and say, Mom, this is an all-star game where the East plays the West. And she say, oh, East in the red, West in the blue. Well, why they mix them all? Now I don't know it. Change. And
no.
Stern ain't the guy no more, but they still want every viewer they can get. You don't want to make it. Yes. Keep it simple.
No.
Kobe, you the man. Pick your starting five from the West, and then Kobe might say, now it gets a little interesting. I don't want Dwight Howard. Now, say trade one player. If you could trade one player, make it interesting like that, like Survivor. After he got his five, you know what? I don't want Dwight Howard. We're going to send Dwight Howard to the East. Give me Carmelo. One trade. Each team get one. But if you mix them all together, you're going to confuse the average. And then what about uniform? How we go about uniform?
You just put on a red and blue.
Wait, they're going to be out there naked? Or
red and blue.
No, man.
It don't matter.
East and West.
It doesn't matter.
East and West, bro.
Hockey's done it, and it's worked out.
East and West, bro.
Hockey's entertaining watching that draft.
Watch hockey.
I don't care.
Compared to the shield and the logo.
Exactly.
Nobody watches hockey.
Exactly. So wouldn't it be a little more confusing for that?
Only reason nobody watches hockey to begin with. We don't.
Hey, man,
you can't name me the top 5 players.
Hey man,
in
I
hockey.
promise you right now.
You
more
cannot name people.
No, I can't. But it doesn't matter.
And that's my point.
But my thing is, you can name everyone. People know who LeBron James is, who Dwayne Wade is. You don't know who these players are, so it doesn't matter.
Casual fan, the
casual fan knows who these superstars are.
What I'm saying is, when you combine and mix everybody,
they're not that stupid.
Yes, they are, man. You give humans too much credit.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
We
gotta go. We gotta go.
Don't do it, NBA.
We gotta go. NBA, I think it'd be
if you won't let regular guys get in the dunk contest, you damn sure better not mix the teams. I will stop watching it. You are taken away from the tradition of the game. It's East versus West.
Go ahead and put that line down the middle.
Yes.
Put that line down the middle. Divide them.
Next thing you know, shirts versus skins.
Segregate.
Skins versus blouses. Hey, what else? Black versus white. And you're going to leave Jeremy Lin in them out.
Real quick, A-Rod. What's going to happen to A-Rod?
A-Rod is going to get the lifetime ban because the Yankees are powerful and they got a lot of money. They're going to throw it around and get his ass up out of here, get their $250 back and go shopping.
A-Rod's in a fight
Even though he should only get what Braun got.
Yeah, because A-Rod is not a two-time offender or anything like that.
Not.
Because when he did admit to it, that wasn't supposed to leak
That was
out.
a pass.
They had to give it a pass. So, A-Rod. Yankees are getting him out of that contract. I can tell you that right now.
Retire, fam.
I think, A-Rod, whenever you go anywhere, keep your bags on you.
Retire, fam.
Keep your bags on you. Always keep your pockets. Check your car before you drive off, because I think the Yankees in the plant something.
They trying to get you, dog.
They're trying to get you out of here
just
quick.
Retire.
They don't want to pay you
chill, and
be
then come
easy.
back with another team. Retire.
Because the Yankees ain't going to let you live, bro.
They finna spend that money. Steinbrenner done called from the grave and said, get my money back.
Go ahead, man. Get us out of here.
All right, man. That's going to do it for Sports Unplugged. Remember, we're here every week on Friday. Check it out. Podcasts go up. Let us know what you think. Hit us up at Sports Unplugged or hit us up at Big Mad or hit me up at Leon Rogers. Tell us what you want us to talk about on the show, and we will definitely do it. We'll also give you props for it. Pretty soon, man, we're going to start opening up the phone lines and recording phone calls to some of you cats, because I get cats running up on me talking about, man, why I can't never talk to y'all? I said, because the show is recorded. Like, so we'll start putting it out. You know, maybe.
We'll go live again one
we'll
of these days.
Live one day soon, man. But right now, it is what it is. We thank y'all for joining us, man. Sports Unplugged. For Big Mad, Leon Rogers, we out.